Hey, howdy do, it's Slothu here. Today I'll be showing you and teaching you basically how to tween, how to make custom transitions using texts or photos, and how to do your own audio fade-ins all of this using Kinemaster, believe it or not. But I have nothing else to say here. This is a short intro. Let's get started. Our Kinemaster project, I have it in a 16:9 aspect ratio. I have a green screen on the back, and then I have all my layers here. I haven't actually layered it correctly, but I'll have the layer order on screen right now, so you guys can pause the video here, and you can put that down. So I'll just give you a second, and then once you have that down, we can start tweening. So here we are. Now you want to find the part you want to tween. I'm going to tween the leg, and you want to click this little, you want to click the little key just above the delete button. Now once you click that, you get this, and then you have two arrows on one side and a plus disc and a minus disc. So the disc is the animation points, and then the arrows just take you back and forth between each of the animations, so that's pretty useful. So you want to find the point where you want to tween. I'm going to tween it right here, so I want to put one there and then one there. But if you want to tween it right off the start, you want to not put this one here, but then you want to just keep it like that, then tween it from here, I'll just do that, and then what I'll do is it'll go from here. But since I don't want to do that, I'm going to put this one here, leave this one, but go to this one, and then like rotate that, put it in place or something like that. And then you can see it will only tween there and nowhere else. So there you are. That's pretty much the basics. And if you want it to instantly go back, you could probably put, so if you want it to instantly go back, you just want to reset that. You probably do this, and then you can do something like this. So you can rotate it to where you want it to be, and then this one you can like do it again, I guess. I don't know why. You don't obviously have to have that one there, you could just have it like that. And then what it'll do is it'll go back to its original thing. But, right, now here is where I'm going to show you something, and I'm actually going to have to reset that one. No, I've clicked off, everything's going wrong. So, once you have it reset, or when you're ready to tween with your animation points like that, then you can rotate it. So I'm just going to have it like that. I don't know who has their legs like this, but I apparently do. Leave me alone. And I'm only doing this to show you this issue. Now, I do suggest you keep your limbs the same size as they were. So this is why my character is very small. If you change the limb size and everything's size, and there is a good chance that everything will not be the exact same size, so I think you're better off just doing this. So here, you get this weird thing where it completely detaches. Now how you fix this is you just find all the animation points where it's detaching, and then you just want to fix it and put it in its place. And you want to make sure you're not doing it too close to the last animation point you put, otherwise you'll just override that one, and then you'll just change that one. But I think we have it like that. I'll probably stop it from going up a bit, and there. So now this, obviously, if you look at it in slow motion, it looks a bit rocky, but to be honest, if you just play it, it doesn't look that bad. Now obviously I don't think anyone's going to tween like that unless they're making some cursed animation, but if that does happen, that's what you've got to do. You just got to make sure that you fix the animation points, so then it will just stay in line with the limb that it's attached to. Yeah, and then you can tween your head as well if you really want to. You can tween pretty much anything you want. You just tween that, and then when you're done, that does not look right. When you're done, you click the top button in the top right hand corner. You export it in whatever you really want, and then once you've exported, you can go into a separate project, and then I'll show you what you do after. So once you've done that, once you've got your animation ready, go open a new project, make sure it's the same aspect ratio, then you want to click, you want to add a background, so something media, maybe a black screen or something like that. Then you want to click layer, click media, and then click export. Add your clip. Now you don't want to split screen it, because if you split screen it, obviously it is beneficial, but it also cancels out your animation thing. So if you want to add animations to your character, like this, I'll show you what you could add in a second. But what you want to do is you want to just size it to the correct size, so make it a bit bigger. Now that it's in one whole thing, you want to make it a bit bigger, and then you want to click chroma key. Now, if your background isn't, if it's chroma keying something that you don't want, say I chroma key the white, and then turn it on, obviously it will just completely cut out my character, which I don't understand how that works. If you want to chroma key the green, I said you want to set it to green, and then you have it like that, and then it will just show green. Then you want to fiddle around with this a bit more. I've done goofed. Make sure that you get the outlines, because you will have outlines around your character of the green screen. Make sure they're as gone as possible, and obviously I just need to do that a bit because it's going slightly transparent. And you can also do this, which I find pretty cool. That's actually a really nice little neat feature. Detail curve, I don't really understand this. Something to do with detail, I guess. But there, once you've chroma keyed it, you can animate it. You could do things like this, things like, I don't know, something like that. So then it will just do this. That looks so dumb. So, yeah. That's why you don't want to split screen it. And that, because then they're just, and you're better off just sizing it your own. Feel like you have more control over it. But there's that. And then you just add your effects. So, I don't know, angled mirrors or something like that over your character. You probably make you probably make it follow your character as well if you really wanted to. I probably just make it follow my character over there. So then when it goes over there, it appears and then follows my character. So there's that. You can there. Now let me know if this was helpful down in the comments. If you do experience any issues, let me know and I'll see if I can resolve them. But from my knowledge, that's the best way you can tween. I do, oh God's sakes, Discord. I do prefer Cut to tween. I feel like it's easier. I feel like it gives you more abilities to tween, and this is where Cut has that advantage over Kinemaster. But yeah, again, some people don't want to spend an extra £6 buying that, because if you don't buy Cut Pro CCP, then you're only limited to 30 seconds of footage. But once you've done that, you can export it, yada yada yada, and that's it from me. Here we are, custom transitions. So we're back on the tweening project that we did. So I'm gonna just quickly remove these angled mirrors. So then what you could do is you add a background. So what you want to do, you want to click media up here, add another background, we'll add pictures, we'll add a thumbnail, yes. Alright, so there, you have that. So now you get your pictures to do your custom transition. Now this is the transition, then we'll go to text in a second for your custom transition of your text. So I have done this little neat thing, I've already got this ready, but I have just these 4 panels, which I will fill the screen right up, make sure they fill most of the screen, so when they go across, they are fine and dandy. So I'll just leave them like that. You want to layer them in the layer you want. So you can obviously do this differently, but there is literally no limitation. I'm just gonna show an example of one and what you could do. So you want to get these all ready. Make sure you have it at the time point that you want it to be. Make sure they're all at the same time if you're having multiple pictures like I am. So here's that. Now I want to cut them Oh, I think I've yeah, I've definitely made him a bit too short here. Didn't realize how zoomed in I was. So they're obviously not all the best. So here's that, and obviously it doesn't look that good. But what I'll do now is I'll do the transition. So this one I want to go to there, not all the way at the end, but then what I could do here is I can go over here, make sure it cancels out adding another animation, so then it's tweening that one at the start, put that one off screen, and then make sure that this one goes, swipes all the way off screen, and then I do the same for the other ones, and hopefully this will create this effect where this custom thing has completely changed the background. I'll make this one a little bit shorter than the rest, I guess. So you go over here, and again, you put that one off screen, come over here, put this one off screen, and you do the same with this one. This one I'm actually going to have in the middle of that. And then again, tween it off screen. Make sure it's centered. I don't know why I have it centered, but just helps, I guess. There you go. So, let's see my custom transition. There you go, you can see, works pretty well, if I do say so myself. Obviously, this is Kinemaster's theme, the orangey red, the grey. I went for it's a bluey grey for Kinemaster, an unsaturated blue, but dark blue, and then white. I tried to go for the Kinemaster theme. But yeah, there's a custom transition there, and this does create the illusion that this thing is completely wiping. But if you're too lazy, you can always just, obviously, you always have the preset transitions at your disposal. Windows error. I don't know why I downloaded this, but here you go. We have Windows error. Right then. So that's custom transitions. Now, before you think I keep swiping down. Now, before you think I'm gonna actually end the recording, no. Now, we have custom text transitions. So, we can obviously attach it to our custom transition here. What you could do is you can get, if you type in your text, so say, I don't know, Slothu is best. Bet. Yes. Slothu is best. You do your glow. You do everything that you want. You do your font. Then you do that. So now what you could do here is obviously you want to actually tween it with, I'm going to tween it with the orange, so it's going to be with the orange. And this is what you could do to make sure that it's the same time as well. If you just look closely what I'm doing, I can go to the animation point, go like that, go like this, and then add an animation point there. Now then it's just trying to get the thing to go with it. So there's that. And there's that. So let's see that. And obviously it's very fast, but you could do your one a bit delayed. But yeah, it works. It works very well, better than I thought it would. Definitely, I wasn't expecting it to work that well. But there, so you have your tweening of your character. You could be a gacha character or your own character if you really want. And you have your custom transition. So now, time to add some audio. For audio, yes. So we have our tweening, we have our custom transition, but what about audio? So I've went ahead, got a song, and put it in its place where I want it to be, with the same where the beat drop is. So I want on the transition for it to fade out. Now obviously I could go into here, do audio, but that's fade in and fade out at the end and start a project. But I want it in the middle, which is unsupported by the video settings. So what you want to do is you want to click on the audio, click this button in the top right hand corner, and then you go to volume envelope. There you can put your points, which are just like the animation points, where you want it to. And then what you could do is you can just take this and drag it all the way down in the middle. So then what it'll do is it'll go down and then up in audio. Now this does sound a bit off, but this is just a tutorial, obviously. I have already done this, so I've already exported this. So once you've done that, you can export it. Then you can add, oh, no, wrong project. You can go into this project that you've done, and then I've slowed it down, added a vignette, or whatever it's called. I'm not actually too sure what it's called, and I will show on screen what it looks. In fact, I've already exported. I've already exported it, so I'll show on screen what this looks like. The animation for the audio is at a different spot. Well, I hope this tutorial was of use to you. This is again meant for beginners, so if you already knew this, I don't know what you're doing here. But anyways, I hope this helped. And if your friends or family are needing help using Kinemaster, send this tutorial if this is what they're struggling with. But I might make another tutorial later. Depends. If you guys want me to, let me know in the comments. But any issues that you encounter, or points that I haven't mentioned in this video, let me know in the comments, and I'll hopefully address them right then and there. But anyways, for now, this has been Slothu. I hope you all stay slow, stay safe, and I'll see you later. See? Yeah, see.